Hi, I am Tuxedo Darian, and today I'm going to talk about. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the Google web shooter and how it's behaving good. Now I know when you hear that, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to laugh. Sure, I'd laugh with you. It's not a living being. It has no moods, but it's working right. And maybe I can say that. Now, here is what it would sadly do all the other times that I would work with it. It has this thing where all the other times that I used to work when I worked with it, worked at it, it would do this thing. Now, it depends on which one you have. The one that I have would do this thing where it would start making all your films short. It would end your films when you truly didn't end them. Would say you made a film and would say the film was like, I don't know, 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Or maybe it was 10 minutes and 9 seconds, I don't know. You would then fillet this film to YouTube, and then you would see that the 10-minute film became an 8-minute film. Now, you might not know this right away if you're not one of those who goes and watches your films or looks to see how your film shifted out. Or maybe you don't, and maybe someone watches your film or sees your film and then tells you your film cut out at 8 minutes or something, or maybe 7 minutes. And your film was longer than that. Or maybe some folks don't say nothing because they think that's how long you made your film. And then you do come back to your YouTube channel and you see that it was 8 minutes or something when you knew it was 10 minutes. And at first you might think, oh, well, it was a hang up on YouTube's side when they were filleting the film. So maybe you keep the file, maybe you don't. If you're one of those who keeps a file of every film you make, then you're going to basically just upload it again. But you're going to seek out that it's going to be the same thing when you re-upload it. When you send that film up again, it's going to do the same thing. So you think maybe it's just a file, and you undo it, and you make a new film. But the sad thing is, it starts doing it to all your films. So then, let's say you got to jump to other web shooter tools out there. Now, we have went through many web shooter tools over our time on YouTube. Some of them mostly were built in, like YouTube webcam capture, YouTube web shooter taker, or something. And yes, there was Google Hangout, which doesn't really isn't actually, you could say it's one. And then there was the online video recorder, there was an AV recorder, there was camcorder. And then before this, now many years ago, all this used to do it once. All this worked once was just took your likeness. It didn't make a film. It wasn't until like last year that Google made it where it actually could make a film. So it would have that's what it would do, or at least that's what it once did. It hasn't done it, and we worked with this since October. I'm going to say since October, I'm going to say. And it hasn't done nothing. It hasn't done it. All the films, the longest they have gone, and that's as long as they go. So it has not done it. There have been many seeks where it could have pulled it. The one day where they had to leave early in the morning to get blood work on, when both when Sarah Uranus and Jordan's film were short, it could have pulled that stunt then. It could have pulled that stunt when Sailor Neptune and Jordan were talking about going to Crown Jewel. So it could have pulled those 2 times. And the truth that it hasn't pulled hasn't happened is actually a good thing. Now some folks are going to say, well, why do you think it was fucking up all the other times? Well, the first time I worked with it, it didn't do that. The first time I worked with it, it didn't do that. Okay, I first worked with it sometime around 2018 while, of course. And this was like in between of my first run with camcorder and my run with what was known as a social media capture, whatever, until that one became one we had to buy. So the first time I actually worked with it, it didn't do that. All the other times I jumped to it after, in between that, it did that. But it hasn't done it now. Now, are you frightened that maybe it's going to do it now since you're talking about it? What, like it's a living being and it has moods? Oh, and you irked me, and oh, now I'm getting mad. First you irked me for talking about it, and now I'm mad about you talking about it. Come on. And you're saying, well, why didn't you not work with it the first time? As I told you, Google only could make it be a likeness taker. It could only shoot your likeness. It couldn't shoot a film until 2018 when Google made it where it actually could make a film. So right off the front, it really couldn't do it. Could only take your likeness at the time. It could not make a film or shoot a film. Sad for that burp. Now, some folks who have this is only a Google one. So you can only get it if you have Google Chrome OS or if you got the Chrome web browser, the Chrome web seeker, I should say. And then, you go to the Chrome app, go to the Chrome App Store, the Chrome Store, the Chrome Shop, whatever you want to call it, the Google Chrome Shop, web shop, I guess. And then you could get it. And it's the only way it's going to run. It's not going to run unless you got some kind of Chrome thing. So, and for some folks, it does. For some folks, it doesn't even stop filming. You can make a film and it'll just keep on going. And then for others, it might actually start making it into whatever you want to call it, into, I don't know, pods. I don't know what it would put into, since most likely files a borrowed word, but it will start doing it in a way where YouTube can't even work with it. But those two hangups have never been a hangup of mine. So yes, the Google Web Shooter did start out having hangups many other times that I've worked with it. And ever since I've used this, I've been working with since maybe the end of going into October, maybe the end of September. I'm going to say going in October. Now it's November now. So that's always maybe close to 3 months maybe. And it hasn't done that in 3 months. Which is actually, you'd think it would have pulled it. It had 2 times they could have pulled that stunt. It could have done that stunt right there. And I named 2 times they would have done that. And it has not done it. So, it is what it is. Now, before I end this film, apparently someone out there keeps talking about, talk about this film, talk about this film. Well, first off, I don't know what film we're talking about. But that's a whole nuzz. But there's this one follower on YouTube who keeps telling us, talk about this film, talk about this film. Well, we don't know what this film is. And we're going to talk about some other day. Okay? I'm Tuxedo Masterian. Hope you like this film.